Hello and welcome to our video on LED lighting for workshops, small businesses, and farms. Today we're going to concentrate on LED strip lights. So what is a strip light? Well, here's an example here. This is a version from BJ Take. It's a 50-watt LED strip fixture. It has no bulbs in it. It just has LEDs along the center. It's about 4 feet long and about 4 inches wide. Let's open one up and take a look at the inside.
So this is an LED strip fixture. This is a 50-watt version from a company called BJ Take. If you look at the insides here, I've got it open right now. There's a cover of it, very heavy-duty plastic on the top, vinyl, and there's of course metal at the bottom. And it's completely coated vinyl, so it's not going to rust. So you can see the gaskets that you put the wires through. These are all rated IP67, which means you can pressure wash this. It's dust-proof. You can immerse it in water up to a certain depth, up to a couple feet if you need to, but not recommended, of course. So now I put the LED in, and this all comes put together. So you can see the LED strips across the front here in play, and I'll put the cover on, and then these clips go and tie it all together nice and tight. So after you finish the wiring, you hook it together. And then there's these metal clips, stainless steel, that you attach into wherever you're tying it to, and these go on the back to hold the fixture in place. So I mentioned this is 50 watt. I'll turn it on so you can see the brightness. So there's the 50 watt version, so nice and bright, and we'll now start taking a look at the analysis. Thanks.
So how does this strip fixture compare to a equivalent light level fixture? So one of the type of fixtures you'll probably see a lot out there is an 8-foot 2-lamp fixture. This one has 60 watts per bulb. They're 1.5-inch bulbs called a T12. It's fluorescent. Sometimes they have a cover. So these we see a lot of. The 50 watt is definitely as bright and brighter than this one. So let's look at some of the calculations around the financials. So the old fixture, the T12 8-foot, if we run this fixture 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, 50 weeks a year, the hours we're running that fixture per year are 3,600 hours. The watts used by that fixture during that time are 60 watts times 2 bulbs, plus losses in the ballast is around 130 watts. The output of the fixture, 6,000 lumens, which is about 400 watt bulbs, if a little bit brighter than that. Now if we kind of use a blended electricity rate of 30 cents a kilowatt hour, the cost of running that fixture for a year turns out to be $140. Over 5 years, so $140 times 5 plus replacements of the bulb, close to $700 or so. The new fixture, so we run it for the same amount of hours, 3,600 hours. It uses 50 watts. The output is at least 6,000 lumens, higher, same cost. That same fixture over the same year only costs us $54. And a 5-year cost, no need to replace bulbs, is $270. So let's compare. So the old fixture, 5-year cost $720, new fixture, 5-year cost $270. So we're saving almost $500 just on that one fixture each over 5 years, which turns out to be about $90 per year. Now something else to mention is the strip fixtures, they cost a bit more than a regular one because they're a bit more technology and they last a long time. That one we talked about was about a couple $100 Canadian. That's quite a good price based on the watts. It pays for itself, as you can see. If we're saving $100 a year, in about 2 years that fixture will have paid for itself. And thereafter, every year after the 2 years, you save $100 a year. So is this a good deal? Well, in my opinion, absolutely yes. Some things to note: the LED strip, there's no bulbs, don't have to replace any bulbs, there's no mercury. The strip fixture is rated for at least 70,000 hours. So in our scenario of 3,600 hours per year, you get well over 20 years of use out of this fixture. They work fine in the cold. In fact, they work better in the cold. It's something to mention, the LED strip is directional, which means that the light, or the lumens, are more focused where you need to put them. So you're not losing a light inside the fixture. So a lot of people will use these to replace even higher wattage fixtures, such as a high output T12, which are even higher wattage, where you save even more electricity. Something also is many governments provide rebates for updating old lighting. So let's look at a rebate example. This one is from Canada, from Ontario. It's called saveonenergy.ca. That's the website. They have a program called Retrofit. Now, some of the rebates they have for these types of things are per fixture. So you replace an old one, you get X dollars per fixture regardless of the wattage. Other rebates depend on the energy saved, so kilowatt hours. So let's try an example project and see what a rebate could be if we replace with our LED strip fixture an older type of fixture. So the way this program works in Ontario is you get the greater of $400 per kilowatt of savings, or 5 cents per kilowatt hour of the first year. So we need to calculate that out to figure out what rebate we can get and what the maximum would be. So let's do a quick calculation based on what we could get as a rebate in this. Assuming we've got a warehouse or an area where we've got 20 fixtures of the old type. So we're replacing those old T12 60 watt 2 lamp 8 foots. We're going to replace them with 50 watt LED strip lights. Take out the old, put in the new. The energy used by the old ones is 130 watts times 20, so 2.6 kilowatts. Kilowatt hours used is 9360 kilowatt hours per year for 20 fixtures total. The new fixtures, energy used is 1 kilowatt when it's running, and the kilowatt hours used over the year is 3600. So if we calculate based on the rebates allowed, in kilowatts, we get $400 per kilowatt. We'd save $640 on this project if we did 20 fixtures. Or if we did the rebate based on kilowatt hours, we get $288. So we would choose the kilowatt energy rebate option and get back $640 on this project. So it sounds pretty good. So if you're in Ontario, look at the government site saveonenergy.ca for more rebate information. That's in the retrofit section. Make sure you look at LED for your next project and stay tuned for more videos.